Hello everyone. Today is Thursday, December 7th, 6:42 a.m. Typically when you start off a video like this or a live stream, that means something bad's gonna happen. But no, nothing bad's gonna happen today. We're just gonna do a standard writing stream. Maybe we'll do a Thera tutorial. We'll figure this out as we go along, honestly. But I'm starting this like an hour and a half early. I'm probably just gonna play music in the background for like 10 minutes and then just as I actually prepare myself because I've not made a thumbnail. I'm literally streaming this the second not the second I'm getting up, but like the second I've gotten the chance to start streaming. So I'm gonna start us off with the daily quote. I will probably read this when I come back from trying to screw around. So daily quote is: your passion should fit you exactly, but your purpose in life should exceed you. Should not exceed you. By Kevin Kelly. I swear to you, I did not look that up. I have like a inspiring quote thing sent to my email every day. It's 3:37 a.m. is when this email was sent to me today. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, I'm not gonna go on mute, but I'm gonna play music in the background as I try to screw around and actually set up the stream properly. So BRB in like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so as I tried to like break through a possible commercial. So actually I kind of got to keep talking because I don't want a commercial to play while I am talking. So come on, 2 commercials in the weird one that I know actually will give me copyright struck because it has a copyrighted song in the background. And 3, 2, 1, go background music. And okay, yeah. So, oh, I completely forgot that I was actually gonna change to that song. Okay, well, I trust my phone or not my phone, but that stream is actually picking up my voice because I checked on my phone, and I mean the music is there, and God, my hair looks messy. I didn't think this through all the way when I was starting the stream. Like I said, I've been up for like an hour, so I had time to get ready. I just actively chose not to, and now I can't get my hair down for whatever reason. Okay, that's good enough for now because I have a lot to do today. I got to what did I do again? I have to... Which one was it? It's this one. I have to... YouTube. I have to do the live stream. I have to... Which is... I'm hopefully gonna hit for like 2 hours. I have to... I need to go check comments on that in a second. I have to record the start of my next Let's Play, which is supposed to be a daily Let's Play, which is gonna actively kill me. I have to... Can I change the thumbnail from here? Because I actually... Okay, I can. Oh, that's what that looks like when it's live. That's cool. And I can't change the thumbnail from here. Ah, I see. So I did all that for now. Oh, yes, I can. I'm an idiot. Blah, 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 blah. Writing stream part 2, electric boogaloo. There we go. Okay, well, that takes care of that. Writing stream. Nope, that's not the one I wanted to look up. What was the dock called again? Was it called 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble? I hope it was. 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble. Let's go. Okay, and apparently they're saving. Ah, the light, it burns! Oh, that's a different thing. Never mind, ignore that. Well, I don't know what the dock was called then. Give me a second. I'm gonna stop the facing stream so I can actually go through my computer and find it. So I don't accidentally give something away. Okay, Google Docs. No, do not go into different accounts. I have a main account. Go into, as I try to see what information was actually leaked from that. Oh, okay, it's just my high school stuff. And this is why I turned off the thing, because for some reason it won't let me get into my actual Google Docs account. Okay, fine, screw me then. I'll just cheat around it by doing this. Okay, so apparently I have 2 docs on my computer called 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble. Oh, the other one had a T at the start of it. So good for me. Okay, now I can actually get the writing stream started. As I try to set this up again, I have not done so. How did I do this last time? Display capture, right? And then I did settings, and then I did crop to a window. Safari. Okay, no. We go to Safari, 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble T. Done. And it should auto-crop to it. Right? It does. Okay. Cool. So now I just gotta set this up in a way that doesn't bother the ever-living shit out of me. How much of that can I see? Okay. How far can I keep going before, like, okay. That's as far as it goes without me, doing something stupid. Okay, cool. And now it's time for me to take a drink because I'm actually, my throat hurts so much right now. And by the end of the day, it's gonna hurt so much more. And that was not wine, by the way. It was Kool-Aid. I don't drink wine. Okay. Writing stream time. Is that just a T without a space? Oh, that is a T without a space. Okay. Where were we last time? It was cold, freezing without a doubt. It was a silent blizzard. Now that it was a silent blizzard. Okay. The trees shivered the wind, the leaves blown away by the ever-coming storm. The snow fell down and eclipsed the ground with a cape of cold white gold. Still don't know what that is. This path, snow-ridden with dashed hopes and dreams scattered along its icy road, filled to the brim with the lost souls who dared to wander its path in terms of succession and finding answers. To those souls, the path represented a light in the darkness, a way forward, a cumulative power to their life's answer to their life's journey. All that is which this is not. It's too early in the morning for me to be reading my own bullshit. Those who foolishly sought out the path and followed on through it. Please, commercial, stop playing with copyrighted music in the background. Also, is that the color purple? You know, never mind. Anyways, those who foolishly sought out the path and followed through on that endeavor, all met with an excruciating death, brought upon by the overwhelming frost and storm that brings, unable to survive the lack of inner warmth their hollow souls produce, marked by the lashes of the cold leaves, the bodies forever stained the ground with the remnants of lives once had, engulfed now by the snowy disposition, the pathway storm rages on, actually, it could be rages on, disposition. Marked by the lashes of the cold leaves, the bodies forever stained the ground with remnants of lives once had, engulfed now by the snowy disposition, the pathway storm rages. Yeah, rages on wouldn't be proper grammar in that, I guess. A path of this magnitude has a phrase that follows wherever it goes and shall last throughout time. Walk the path of a lonely road, shall you be met with the frozen finger that signifies the end. Walk the path with a friend by your side, shall you be met with the light that shines beyond the frost-written ground and glows even in the darkest of night skies. Focus not on the words, but the meaning of these words, and you shall find the answer you desire at the end of your path. 3 years has passed since this path has been known to the public. Many either voyaged on their virtues of a lost bet or pure stupidity, or even those with sound minds in search of answers to life's greatest questions. No matter who they were, why they went, or what they were seeking, they never came back. Only ever did wandering passerby who would stop by to watch the lingering snow dance across the sky live to tell the tale for them. One day, another voyager decided to take up the mantle and walk across the ice-barred path. A tourist, a traveler, visiting a nearby town who heard legends about the Forsaken Road, decided that in his quest to see the world and learn more about what it holds and the potential within, that he must venture into the blizzard, the freezing abyss, and seek the answers seek the answers his questions so ask. Okay, so that's me BSing in every sense of the phrase. Okay, cool. 10 minutes in and I'm already trying to figure out where to go from there. I don't know why, this suddenly reminds me of that game, you know, where you start, it's a storytelling game, or like where there's multiple people in a group and everyone only says one letter, and then they, or not one letter, one word, and you kind of just try to make it up from there, like, frogs are, blah, 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 like, you get the point. Okay, where to go from here with the writing stream? I'm also, like, very tempted not to go writing stream right now, because there are other things I want to do, quote unquote. Actually, is the webcam should be showing, right? I assume the red. Oh, I'm an idiot. I could have just looked down instead of actively just moving it off the thing. Okay, well the webcam is going. So I don't know how much it's lagging behind though is the thing, because I swear from what I'm seeing and from what I remember saying, it lagged at least like a minute. But okay, we'll figure this out. Anyways. I'm sorry, I'm just blanking. 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble. 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble. A tourist and traveler visiting a nearby town. Phrase to ask the question. Okay. He starts out on his journey. He prepares immediately to go on his journey. Oh wait, no. He asks around for directions of the path. I don't know why seeing things in Arial now bothers me. I literally never was bothered by Arial before. Half the time I write in Arial, but now for some reason I only want to type in Times New Roman and it bothers the ever-living crap out of me. It's like just actively seeing Arial. I was working, I know I'm like procrastinating on writing, and that is like half of what I do if there's another thing I want to do that also involves writing, but oh my god, yesterday when I was helping my friend write a personal statement, I was helping them write, and it was an Arial. I hated looking at the Arial font. I do not know why I physically cannot look at the Arial font. God damn it, commercials. I don't know, I do not know why I cannot physically look at the Arial font without it bothering me immensely, or like at least think about it without it bothering me immensely. Anyways, he asks around for directions of the path. Many strangers tell many faces turn away from him, knowing the pain the path brings. For those of you wondering when we will get to the 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble part, well, maybe we'll get to it today, maybe we'll get to it next stream. I honestly don't know. It's arbitrary when we reach it, because I'm kind of trying to stall for that moment, but I'm also trying to bring it faster. Many faces turn away from him, knowing the pain the path brings, and not wanting his unsuspecting family to go through the suffering they have all gone through, to go through the suffering they've known people to go through. Actually, suffering they've all gone through, to go through the suffering they've gone through once before. However, one face, be it by chance or by nature, not by another chance, filled in the traveler on where to go to find the path. Three clicks that way towards the right. Then you want to head straight and turn left and go backwards. By the time, what is a click? Like, has anyone else ever heard that saying before? Like, 3 clicks that way. What is a click? Is that like a mile? Is that like a step? I don't know what a click is, and I should probably look that up, but I don't care to right now. Then you want to head straight, turn left, and go backwards. And by backwards, I mean like legitimately walk backwards, because that's a good idea. By the time you realize where you are, by the time you lose the sense of where you are, you will have already stepped too deep into the path. And once there, you will not be able to find a way back. The informer said with such a casual tone. Both intriguing and worrying. Bring the traveler, sending few shivers down his spine as goosebumps pop up. That's how you spell pop up. Pop up all over his body. Okay, I saw a viewer count go for like 5 seconds, so I'm just filling people in as we go along with this. We are doing writing stream. If someone that plays tabletop casually pops into chat for whatever reason, then we'll do a impromptu, with permission of course, we'll do an impromptu Thera stream, just to be like, this is what Thera is, yada yada yada, and then I will heavily shameless plug the entirety of the game within the 5 seconds that we attempt it. Not even joking, but yeah, and then obviously right now we have music. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that at the start of this stream, none of this music that's being played in the background belongs to me. I see a beautiful sunrise, but I'm gonna focus on that in a second. None of this music that's playing in the background belongs to me. They belong to different YouTube sources and artists such as Epic Music World. That's not the person that wrote, that's the person that uploaded. I don't remember the name of the guy that made it, and I feel really bad about that because I like that one. Right now we're listening to some NTNT 2508 music by all means, and then there's other ones on this list too, such as Royalty Free Zone music, and then more NTFNT, you know what I mean. So, you know, by all means, go check out these different channels, go listen to their music. The links to most of the music in here is linked in the description below, and then the rest of the music is the rest of them just brings you to the channel for royalty-free music, just because that's just how they want to do it. But yeah, by all means, none of this music belongs to me. Go support the actual artist. They are linked in the description. Without further ado, let's continue the stream. And also, there was a sunrise happening in the background during that moment. As I continue to drink again. I really need to bring water up here next time because I actually am thirsty. Anyways, the 3 clicks that way towards north. I'm not realizing that. Okay, I was starting to think for a second that maybe the computer can't actually see my thing because I'm now reading the thing and for some reason it says, oh, okay, so it can see that. Okay, yeah, as long as, no, okay. I think as long as, whatever I can see, I think the stream can see. I'm hoping that's the case because it's bothering me ever so slightly. The informer with such a casual, the informer stated actually, not said with such a casual tone. I mean, it's the same thing, but I don't know. I don't like saying the word said unless, like, I'm trying to be unique and said is, like, the only option. I haven't said, like, the informer argued, or the informer stated, or the informer yelled as he violently stabbed the traveler. I don't know. The point is that I don't like saying the word said unless, like, again, I'm trying to be unique with every time I say something, and said's like the only option I can think of that I haven't said yet. Why am I flashbacking to a dinner that happened in a dream that literally never happened in real life? I have no idea. But okay, let's continue. Sending a few shivers down his spine as goosebumps pop up all over his body. The traveler thanks the informer for the information and begins to walk the directions he was given. Already prepared for his journey, he's about to embark. Already prepared for the journey he's about to embark. I don't know why I was planning on, like, putting more after that. And I love this part of this music. Bum, 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 bum. That's so. I don't know why I like that so much. That little like bit at the end of that one was becoming death itself, defeating the Grim Reaper. I don't know why I like that one so much. It's like such a. It has such an amazing build up, and it has a calm ending. That's like why most of the time I hate. Not hate, but like while sometimes I won't like very certain songs, is because at some point they don't rise. Like they can be good songs, but they just at some point don't rise, and then therefore they don't fall. Like they are always constant. I don't like things that are constant. I like things to fluctuate, and like they can be big fluctuations, small fluctuations, but I love it when it like goes, like when it climbs and then it just falls all the way down, which is why, you know, most royalty-free music, not from royalty-free music, but like, you know, music that isn't copyrighted, why sometimes I don't like them, because they just never rise and fall. But I love NT's 2050. Oh my god, I can now hear that. NT. I don't know why. I can now hear the entity. Okay. Anyways, I love NT's music because it actually like rises and falls, and like one of my favorite tracks, which we sadly went through earlier, but don't worry, we'll loop back to it again, is that it ends here, which I love listening to. Like it has such a beautiful build up to it, and I remember when I first heard it, I was like, okay, it's still good, but like it just feels like it ends on an unnecessary high note. But then it's like a pause, and then it goes to like this full out clash in the final minute, and I love like the instant swap of that. Okay, anyways, let's continue with the as I stop fanboying over all that. The traveler thanks the informer for the information, begins to walk on the rest to prepare for his journey. A question quickly pops into his head, and he glances over the thought, not poops into his head. Quickly pops into his head, and he glances over the thought. Wait. Why did he tell me about the path? Everyone has avoided near conversation, near just the mention of it. Just the mention of it with me. So why did he avoided? No, I want to say near just. Don't autocorrect me on that. I don't care if it's grammatically wrong. Avoided just the near mention. Okay, actually, we'll say just the near mention. That's fair. Just the near mention of it. Okay, fine. You happy, Google? I gave you what you want. He's about to embark on. Okay, ending the sentence in on sounds weird to me, but whatever. Anyways. Wait, why did he tell me about the path? Everyone has avoided just the near mention of it with me. So why did he actually... Now I'm kind of curious. Is the thing actually working on my voice? Is it? Okay, it is actually working on my voice. I need to make sure that the stream is working. Obviously, I watch my streams to make sure that everything is working according to plan. Everyone has just avoided the near mention of it with me. So why did he tell me what to do and where to go? What to do and where to go? The traveler thought, causing him to turn around, filling him with such question. I don't want to say the word intrigue, but filling him with such question does not sound right, at least to me. But at the same time, it kind of does. Filling him with such, oh, my favorite one's about to come up, so I'm not going to be able to focus for about 4 minutes. For the record, I'm not the type of person you can actually put music in the same room with if they're writing, because music will distract me. Not in, like, the way where I just, like, will start doing everything else, because I physically cannot sit still and listen to music, especially if it's music I like, which is, like, for example, this one, A Fire and Thunder by CJ Beard, is one of my favorite songs in this playlist, and whenever I listen to it, I physically cannot sit still. Like, if you can't tell, the second I realized that it was next, I started, half snapping my fingers, because I legitimately cannot not move when I listen to stuff like this. I'm resisting the urge to, like, stand up right now, but, anyways, I fight every fiber of my being to not move while listening to music. The traveler thought, filling him with such, I guess we'll say question, filling him with such question that he turned around, to inquire why the informer gave him the information he sought. Where else was I gonna go with this? Gave him the information he sought. Why am I blanking on this so much right now? Gave him the information he sought. When he turned around, however, when the traveler turned around, however, the informer was nowhere to be found. Standard ghost story right here. The informer was nowhere to be found. I know that's wrong. I'll fix it in a second. Nowhere to be found. What's the word count on this? I want to see if I should like word count myself every now and then. 672. This does not look like 672 words. You know what I learned recently doing like assignments for school that require like a word count limit? I specify the word count limit and not word count minimum, because limit or minimum implies that you're trying to get the bare minimum to get the grade. Limit is you cannot go over. I learned how much where if you put a limit in front of me, it doesn't matter how small it is, I will struggle to hit it. Except the thing is, by the time I'll struggle to get the halfway mark to it, but the second I get halfway and I stop, quote unquote, holding back, it's literally a fight to the death for every single word. Like, I am not kidding with you. Like, 3 times in the last 4 months in this first semester of college, I've legitimately, as I try to, what's the word count button again? I don't even know what I was looking for that time. Oh, I was trying to double space it. That's what I was trying to do. Anyways, what I learned just because I was curious to see what this would look like double spaced. Okay, so it's... Okay, honestly, that doesn't bother me as much as it does when it's the other one, so I'll actually keep it this way. But, anyways, what I learned is, in these last few assignments that I've had that all require a word count limit, every single time I would struggle to get the halfway mark. The second I got past halfway, I would be jolting words down on that dock so incredibly quickly. And to the point where by the end of, like, the longest it took was 30 minutes. By the end of 30 minutes at the most, I would already be at the maximum, and I would be past it in the sense that I'd be 1 word over, and I'm legitimate, because I'm not necessarily a perfectionist, but I don't like going over the word count, because even though I don't think I'm going to get docked for that, I still don't want to take that chance. So I will legitimately sit there, read my paper over and over and over again, and literally just hit every single word that I can that can leave the sentence and it will still make grammatical sense, so I can keep everything else because I like everything else that I wrote. Like, I'm not kidding you, the amount of times I have sat here in this spot, looked at this computer, and then actively kicked 1 word out at a time just to hit the maximum. I'm not kidding with you, the amount of times I've done that, and it's so funny every single time it happens, because every single time it happens, I legitimately call it right before it hits. Like, there was one time where, sorry for divulging into story mode, but there was one time where we were doing a word count for our personal statement, which was only supposed to be 500 words. The second I started writing the last sentence, it was already 490 words. The second I started typing, I didn't even like do the math in my head about this. I just said, it's gonna be 502 words. It's gonna be 502 words. It's gonna be over. Knowing my luck, it's gonna be 502 words. Word for word, that's actually what I said. And literally right after I was done writing that sentence, I said, dang it, and I banged my fist on the table, because guess what? It was 502 words flat off. Yep. So what I've learned is that if I put a maximum on something, I'm going to struggle to hit it, but then the second I do get halfway to it, I'm going to be physically impossible to stop, and therefore I need to start limiting myself a lot, because things start to become problems, or things start to become problematic. The traveler thought, filling him with such question. I don't like the phrase, filling him with such question, but I don't have a choice. When the traveler turned around, however, the informer was nowhere to be found. Oh, filling him with such wonder. That's the word I was thinking of earlier. Filling him with such wonder. There we go. Because I was about to be like, where did he go? The traveler wondered. Okay, well now I can't use the word wonder in this sentence. Great. So I'm back to square A, or square. Square one. There we go. Okay, it's too early in the morning for me to be thinking any form of thoughts. Oh yeah, I forgot to reread the quote from earlier. Well, just because I can and I will, and I also said I would do it. the quote I read at the start of this stream, which, for the record, on like a legitimate basis, okay, so here's proof that I do actually watch my streams just to make absolute sure that, you know, they're all working, but as I show you my phone, pretty much, if the stream says, or the quote says, your passion should fit you exactly, but your purpose in life should exceed you, sent at 3:37 a.m. by the website Inspiring Quotes, which I always like to just go back and read every now and again, because honestly, they're just fun quotes to read, and they're great. Like, I don't know, I just love reading those. So, anyways, travel, and that reminds me of my English class. Okay, I really have to stop getting off topic, but my English class of last year, where I had this great teacher. I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name or not, but at least in my opinion, he was a great teacher, because every time he would start the class, he would have us start off with a quote, and then have us discuss with our groups, and I loved doing that. It was a way to hear free quotes, and there was always some backstory to why that specific quote was chosen, like whether it's the teacher's favorite not necessarily artist, but what's it called, like maybe a favorite famous author or a famous person. Like we got one by Madame Curie, and that's actually how I learned who Madame Curie is. And for those of you that don't know, I believe she is and for some reason I can't remember who Madame Curie is now, but I believe she was the first woman to found nuclear science? She was the first woman to do something in science, and now it's bothering me, so I'm actually gonna look that up. What did Madame Curie do? I'm pretty sure it was nuclear something. What was Madame Curie? I don't know if that's how I actually say her name. Madame Curie, famous for, yeah. Discovery of radium and polonium. I can't say that word now. And her huge contributions, okay, to finding the treatment to cancer. Okay, so it wasn't nuclear, it was radioactive stuff, but she was the first woman to do that, which is why it stuck with me. But, anyways, let's continue. I've gotten off topic enough. If the informant was nowhere to be found, the traveler looked around not violently yet. I want to say that for later. Looked around in confusion, but still could not find the informant. Now unsure if the person he just met was real or unreal. I know technically you should say real or not, or real or not. I want to say real or unreal. I don't know why I've always wanted to say the phrase real or unreal. I know it's not grammatically correct. I don't care, but I don't know. I just want to say it. So that's my argument for that. Is that a good argument? No. Do I care? No. What's next? There's temporology, echoes of time. So I tried to make electro swing for the first time. Oh, you know what's funny? 2 weeks ago, that video was by NT, by the way. 2 weeks ago was the first time I heard electro swing. It was also the first time I learned what electro swing actually was. And then for about 5 hours, I actually became obsessed with electro swing, and then I stopped caring afterwards. But you know, it's just a funny thing that I literally never heard of electro swing up to that point, and then I just began really obsessed with it. Now unsure if the person he just met was real or unreal, the traveler composes himself, and I see that, and begins to walk the path he was told. I don't want to keep saying the word path, because the path is meant to be used for the path, like, you know, the, whatever path we're gonna call this, that the snowy death blizzard blows over clearly and people die on, whatever we're gonna call that, I don't want to, like, unless we just keep it the word path, but then in that case, I don't want to keep saying the word path for things that are not the actual path, like, you know what I mean? So the traveler composed himself and begins to walk. I don't want to say to walk the way he was told to walk. And begins to follow the directions he was given. And begins to follow the directions he was given. And begins to follow the directions he was given. Walking Oh, I've already said that. God damn it, me. It begins to follow. It begins. I don't want to say the word embark because that's what we ended this one with. Begins to. What's another word for travel? I know I could look this up if I wanted to, and I don't really care. And begins to. And begins to compose himself and begins to God damn it. I really need to look this up, but I don't want to at the same time. I guess just for argument's sake, we'll just put this here for now. Actually, no, I know if I put this here for now, I'm not going to come back to it. I'm one of the people where I cannot put something and then say it's a placeholder because I will not come back to fix it. Like, either I will forget to come back to fix it and just I will end up leaving it there without realizing it, and then when I do realize, I'll be like, oh, it's fine. Or I will have already built my thing around that sentence because I like for each thing to feel like it plays off the following, or to feels like it plays off the previous. So if I leave this sentence the way it is, I know instinctively I'm going to write. Well, I mean, I'm gonna forget about it. I'm instinctively going to write around that sentence. So therefore, when I want to actually change the sentence, I cannot change it without therefore changing the tone of the rest of the story. So I don't really want to like leave that sentence as a I'll fix it later, because I know for a damn fact I'm not going to. Now unsure if the person you just met was real or unreal, the traveler composes himself and makes his way, begins to make Sure, fuck it. I don't know why I want to skip to Eternal Savior right now. For the record, if you do listen to NT 2508 and you saw his as of now his latest upload, which is actually something called Eternal Savior. Oh, here's the Electro Swing one. But if you've seen Eternal Savior, is it just me, or does the thumbnail, and this is not a bad thing, but is it just me, or does the thumbnail look like it comes from My Hero Academia, and that's Deku? I've never seen I've seen one episode of My Hero Academia in my entire life. 1.5 if we count me rewatching All Might use United States of yeah, I think it was called United States of Smash, you know, against All For One, the yeah, that's the All For One. I think that's what what's the quirk called? One for all, right? Whatever the villain is, he used United States of Smash on and literally caused a Category 5 hurricane. But that, unless you count that, I've only seen one actual episode of My Hero Academia. It's just not intriguing to me. I like You Say Run because I think that's fun, and I like the United States of Smash theme, obviously, because who doesn't? But I quite literally just don't like My Hero Academia. There's nothing wrong with the show, I just don't like it. Anyways, now unsure of the person, yeah, his next journey, cool. And now the aerial thing is bothering me, so we swapped to Times New Roman, and my god, that... I've been lied to. I was told that, like, Times New Roman and Arial are about the same on, like, the same font. That's BS. Look at that. That was such a massive difference. Look at it. It cut down, what? 1, 2, 3. That cut down 3 lines. The hell? Times New Roman and Arial are not the same, or at least not when they're double spaced. Or on 12 font. Yeah, now it's even, but that involves Times New Roman being on 12 and Arial being on 11. That's BS right there. Whoever told me that was lying. Anyways, drinking so I can actually catch my breath. Now unsure if the person he just met was real or unreal. Why do I have 3 display captures? What the frick are the display captures? I would never understand what I do in my spare time, honestly, because I actually kind of lost on what the display capture is. Begins to make his way on his journey, as I crack my neck, or at least attempt to, and crack my knuckles as well. I remember there was a time. Okay, I'm sorry I get off topic, but we all know this. If you watch the last writing stream, you kind of know this is how I write. Like, or at least when I'm talking to people, this is how I write. Where I will focus more on the conversation than I will focus on the actual writing. And then when I'm on my own, I will write like hell. But anyways, where was I going with this thought process? Oh yeah. Wait, actually, I legitimately just forgot what I was about to say. God damn it, that was actually something important to me too, and I literally forgot. Oh wait, I have this. I can just like piggyback off my stream. The actual writing. God damn it! I actually didn't. No, I wanted to talk about whatever I was about to talk about because it's actually important to me. Frick. Damn, that's gonna bother me for like the rest of the stream now, knowing that I forgot to say something that I actually cared about. Wow, that really does bother me a lot, Jesus. Okay, fine, we'll just work without it. Focus on the conversation and not on the right. I'm trying to like rebuild the conversation in my mind. But I legitimately can't, because I don't know what I was about to say now. Man, I hate doing that. Okay, fine, now ensure that the traveler composes himself and begins to make his way towards his next journey. This is called Through Fire and Wind, by the way, very similar to Fire and Thunder in terms of name. For the record, the reason why we haven't given the main character a name yet is because, I'm trying to not give characters names, because I know I struggle sometimes to actually give characters names, and I don't want to, you know, make this a struggle when it doesn't have to be, so he's just gonna not have a name, but, man, it's still bothering me how I know that I completely forgot about the topic I wanted to talk about. It bothers me so much now. You see, this is where the weakness comes into me talking about talking. I legitimately forget about the topic I want to talk about because I was too busy talking about talking. I hate this. Yeah, I really did. I genuinely cannot remember. Okay. Now unsure if he meant the... Okay. He continued... People see him leave... Wait. The villagers watch him leave. Taking bets. Behind his back. How long do you think? How long? They'll think he'll last. Well, saying goodbye. Each statement filled with disbelief and falsehood. Okay, that works. Ow, my kneecap. I gotta stop banging my kneecap against something. Think me. Think. This is thinking music. Think me. Think. Even though you cannot physically work to music, think me. Think like you never thought before. Villagers watch him taking bets behind his back on how long. The villagers watch him taking bets behind his back. Well, how long they'll think he'll last while saying whilst. What's the difference between while and whilst? Is it just the same thing and just has... I feel like whilst and while is like the same thing, but like, you know how some words have an olden version, like you kind of say it with an accent. I'm trying to think of like any other example, but again my mind is blanking. Like while and whilst is kind of like an example of that, or I don't know, but you guys know what I'm talking about, like how there's there are words that are spelled almost exactly the same, but one just sounds like the past version of another, like not past tense, but like the version people used to say in the past. For whatever reason that may be. What the... Oh, 3 clicks. Okay. Actually, no, just to prove a point. Then you want to head 2 clicks straight. If you can't tell, 3 rocks, 3 clicks, 2 stones, 2 clicks, 1 pebble, 1 click. And then the T is arbitrarily here because no one cares. The T is literally here. If you saw the beginning of the stream, the T is literally here so I can differentiate the 2 docks from one another. And clearly that didn't work when I typed in 3 rocks, 2 stones, 1 pebble, because even my computer, even though I haven't opened the other one in months, still was like, oh yeah, he means that one over the one that he opened 2 weeks ago, because that makes sense. But cool. Anyways, filled with disbelief and falsehood. As I scroll down and literally try to think of the topic that's bothering me now. I also want to play Shadowverse on my phone right now, because I don't want to do it from my computer, off the virtues of, like, I don't like using up too much space on my computer as physically possible, and TTSS literally takes up most of that, thanks to all the things I do on TTS. But, the other thing is, too, that, it's just, I don't know what my, like, account is, and I don't know how to, I'm pretty sure I would have to make one, and I'm afraid that if I make one on my phone, then it'll auto-delete all the progress I have, and I don't want to do that. So, I'm pretty much stuck here, and I would love to stream from my phone if I knew how to, because then that'd be a fun stream, just watching me climb, the rank ladder, which would be a very bad idea, because I am very bad competitively, at all. Like, I can't do anything competitively, whatsoever. Like, I can get, especially in card games, I can get lucky, but, like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna get competitive. Like, I'll say this, every competitive game I've played, it's always been the situation where guaranteed, on the next turn, if I had lived, I would have won. And I could, like, I can't name every example, but I can name the most recent ones, because it was always the exact same endgame, and I can name the reasons that led up to me losing. But the thing is, you can't do anything about that, especially because it was the reason why I lost was something that happened really early in the game. And honestly, if I had just drawn a different card at that moment, I'm not gonna say I would have won, but I'm gonna say that it definitely would have put it in a very different situation. But I mean, it is what it is. Maybe for a lot of competitive cases, it's, oh, if there was another turn, it would have won. But to be fair, though, I'm not playing a competitive deck. I'm playing, like, the least, well, not maybe the least, not the least, but, like, it comes from the same competitive place. It comes from a deck that it's similar to a, it comes from the same place that another current competitive deck is coming from, but it is very different in terms of that regard. Like, I play Ramp Dragoncraft is what I'm getting at, and Ramp, in my knowledge, isn't competitive, but Buff is. I like playing Buff, but I know Buff is competitive, and I don't like playing competitive decks. So, I play Ramp, and quite literally, every single game that I played in the last 2 days, every single game, it was, if I had one more turn, all I had to do was just play one card in my hand and I would have won. Literally, my opponents never healed. I could deal 6 damage with All-Giant Worm. They would go down from 9 defense to 3. It was always exactly 9 defense. They would go down to 3 at the end of my turn because I had Fafnir Cunning Worm active. I could deal 4 effect damage because my board was empty outside of All-Giant Worm, and All-Giant Worm had enough to nuke their board. And in the one case it didn't, I had an Evo point, so I could evolve All-Giant Worm into something that would therefore kill the last thing on the board, and then I would deal 5 damage with Fafnir. Point is this: the end game was always exactly the same. I just never, where's I going at this point? Oh yeah, I just never got to it by literally one turn, and my main issue that I kind of realized was the problem is that I was never drawing my ramp cards. Every game that I lost with that end game, I mean, because I've lost other games without that end game being present, but every game I lost with that end game present, the common theme was I did not see a card that could get me extra play points until I was at 5 PP. So basically, I wasted about like 5 turns rough. Sometimes I would only waste 3, but like most of the time I would waste about 4 to 5 turns not being able to actively play the game or play the deck the way it's supposed to be played. So by the time I actually did get to my end game, I was 1 turn off from winning, where if maybe I had saw at least 1 card to increase play points 1 turn earlier, I may have won, because therefore I could have played a card the previous turn, and then therefore everything would be moved up a turn, and then obviously my end game would have been the turn before I would have lost. I'm not saying that's a guarantee, but I'm just saying that it's interesting that those were always the determining factors. Me not getting a play point maker until too late, or me not drawing my aces. That's the other thing too. Fafnir, it's weird. I used to always draw Fafnir because I only own one copy. I used to always draw that boy. Whenever, like, straight up, he was so consistently always being drawn into my hand. There was a game against Control Portal. I did not draw any of my aces until the bottom 10 cards of my deck. I'm not kidding. Like, by the time I got to 15 cards, I knew I wasn't going to win because I knew wherever my aces are, they're already at 28 defense maximum. I was not going to break through 28 defense maximum with 15 cards left in my deck with my aces not here and me knowing full damn well they're going to have a Synthetic Eden in hand. I had no way of winning, but I fought as hard as I could, and I lost. I took 1 defense off them, though, which is what I was proud of. Like, I had used up everything I had to survive up to my bottom 4 cards, which is how I know Fafnir was in the bottom 4, because I literally stalled until then, but, which is interesting that I was able to stall against double Synthetic Eden for 2 turns without any of my goddamn aces, but, it's just how it goes. Anyways, the villagers watch him taking bets behind his back and how long they'll wait each statement filled with disbelief and falsehood. And now this is where I kind of want to switch to the Thera stream. Either that or I kind of want to end stream here. You see, this is where my productivity begins to derail. Like, if you thought I wasn't productive earlier, this is where the real issues of my productivity begin to show, because once it gets to a certain point, my body just starts going to another place. Like, this is where I either want to start doing the Thera stream, except people aren't here, but like this is where I want to start doing the Thera half of the stream and, you know, show off Thera a little bit so I can just market it more, because hey, I mean, it's a free game. The only thing you have to pay for is Tabletop Simulator, and that's like at most $20. But the thing is, like I said earlier, I also have my next Let's Play to film, the one that is supposed to be a daily stream, and typically how daily uploads, and how daily uploads tend to work for me, from what I've learned from history, is that I will do so well in the beginning. Like, I will be so energetic, I'll be so happy to play it. It's not the happiest time I am during the Let's Play, but it's one of the more happier times in the Let's Play for me. And I'm just really energetic into it, and I'm recording almost every single day, and I'm getting a good amount of uploads ready. Towards the middle and I'm gonna break this up into, like, in terms of uploading the series, not in terms of gameplay, because if we're gonna go then there's the middle and end for the gameplay, and then there's like the end for like the actual series. But like the middle of the series is where it basically it's more or less where the end game tends to start taking place for the actual game itself. I'm at probably my most hyped. I am probably super excited. You know, we've gone through all these journeys, and we've you know, either fought a lot of enemies, we've won, maybe we've lost once or twice, and we just gone through some hardships, but we've got back up, and we are now at the end, and then I am feeling super confident, and then we fight the final boss, and I'm super happy. Like, for example, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, where it was literally my... Actually, no, let me rephrase that. Legends Arceus, because it was my first time ever beating Volo. It was my first time ever beating Volo, and it was on camera. Like, legitimately my first time ever, so I was proud of myself, obviously, and that was, like, my first actual take of me winning against Volo. So, you know, proud of myself for that. And again, my first try. On that same day, it was my first try of that day, so I feel proud of myself, and I didn't, like, retry during that same journey. Point is this, I felt proud, so obviously, like, then tends to be where I'm my most happiest, and then comes the post-game. I hate post-games of a lot of games because, like, they are expansive. I don't mind small post-game things like, what's a good example of a small post-game? I don't want to say LBX, because LBX to some extent, post-game can get a little long depending on what you leave for the post-game, and also it's a little tedious. I'll say, like, X and Y's post-game for Pokemon. Like, if I remember correctly, all that's in X and Y's post-game is you get the Mega Absolite from battling Serena, you go to that new town thanks to Professor Sycamore, you can battle Mewtwo, I think that's post-game restricted, I don't know if that part is or not, And then my last thing that I remember being a part of the post game is the Zygrade battle. I think that's all there is to the post game, and if there's not, then I don't know. But those, in my opinion, is a good post game. Like, there's not too much to do to where it's like, it feels like if you don't do it, you are like not completing the game. So it's like very simple. It's still exciting to do. Like, that's my idea of a good post game. It's short and sweet. It doesn't add that much content onto the game, but it adds a little bit content onto the game. But stuff for like Legends Arceus where it had all these stories, oh hell no, I ain't doing a post game like that. Or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl where it had this whole entire list of legendaries to catch. Like, that's why I had to do a video that just said this is how you catch all these legendaries and what's in them. Like, straight up, I can't handle a long post game. It's boring to me. It won't be exciting at all. And if it is a post game story, it's got to be short and sweet. It's got to be like at most 2-3 episodes max. So about an hour and 30 minutes max. I hate long post games. So that's my thing. And that's probably around the time of Let's Plays where I am 100% my least upwards of it. Like, I'm starting to be lazy with recordings. Even if it's not like lazy in terms of recordings, I'm probably lazy in terms of editing to where I'm waiting till the last minute. And I am definitely bored out of my mind now. And by the time that the Let's Play actually is over, when I say that, oh, I enjoyed the Let's Play officially, I'm sitting there like, yeah, I'm talking about the main game though. I'm not really talking about the post game. But it was fun while it lasted type of thing. So honestly, I don't know if I should just stop the writing stream here, or if I should go to Thera next, or if I should just actually start recording my next Let's Play. Because as of right now, it's about to be 8 o'clock. So there's that. And that's pretty much like the only thought process on my mind right now. And I'm actually kind of thinking if that's a good idea or not. Because, I mean, on one hand, I get more videos done. On the other hand, I don't continue the writing stream, which is kind of something I want to do. To be fair, though, I'm not going to... Oh, by the way, this is the one I was talking about earlier. It ends here, this track. And it did... You heard that pause, so... Trying to think. Do I really want to end the stream? I really do want to do a Thera stream. You know, that's what we're going to do next time. I'm going to end this stream here just because... It also woke me up, so that's really good for my Let's Play. So I'm on the stream here so I can actually do the Let's Play. But next stream, we're setting it up full on Thera. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care how many favors I gotta pull. I don't care how many people I gotta bribe. We're doing a Thera stream next time. So to anyone that stopped by while I was streaming, thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure just to randomly talk for about an hour straight and do absolutely nothing with that time span. And yeah, now I have the color purple. Anyways, as I just skipped that commercial, I'm almost one here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, next time we're doing Thera stream, I don't care what I have to do to do that. I will make it happen. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, follow Twitch. Please, if you enjoyed any of this music, please go down to the descriptions, click on the music you enjoyed, go sub to the people that made them, go give them credit, go say their music is great, and then hit the subscribe button for them too. So I'll see you all then. Yeah, end of